Hello everyone, welcome to today's mission, which will lead us into Final Fantasy! Yay! Final Fantasy! I love that I can still play. I still have playtime for almost a month. Yay! I love it so much. Although, I did switch the server from Shiva to Raiden, because Psychorave switched to Raiden, and I want to be with Psychorave. So I switched servers. Luckily, it was still free, so I didn't pay anything. I don't know if I would have done it if it wouldn't have been free. As you can see, I'm in Ulda right now. I was spawned there when I switched. I don't remember where I logged out last time I played on stream. And since then, since I switched, I played a little. I tried to raise my crafting level a little so I can desynth stuff, but it turns out, and I as a Final Fantasy noob, I didn't know that you have to have the class that you want to desynth with, or that the item belongs to that you want to desynth, high enough that you can actually do that. So just raising Goldsmith didn't quite do the trick. I wanted to try to farm a little bit more, but I didn't have time since then. That was on Sunday, I think. So I'm just going to drop some items in so I don't have a stuffed inventory. And then I'll switch back to White Mage. And we'll continue to... Well, maybe you can drop that into my armory chest. And we'll continue to do the story. Yeah, I'm gonna try and put it into the armory chest first. It's a little bit less annoying. I wonder if there's a key for that. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a wonderful time. I should probably raise my volume. It seems to be quite silent. Where is it? System configuration. That should be better, shouldn't it? Let's take a nice number. 73 is a nice number. Ah, not 4. There, 73. Okay. My week is quite interesting currently. A lot more stress than I anticipated. Well, it's gonna be alright. I'm going to try and farm my crafting classes a little bit. Obviously, I've done the quests for the crafting classes so far. Which is basically only the goldsmith class that I did anything for or with. Okay, that looks a lot better. Yeah. Obviously, there's exactly one item. Wait, I think that it can't be desynth. Yep, can't be desynth. What do I put there? I don't know what to do with these. I mean, I guess that one item just has to... that one slot just has to be free then, for now. Let me check if I can upgrade my gear in any way. It's all broken. I should probably go and repair that. Well, let me switch to White Mage first. Ah, I love it. Do I have any way to go here? Nope. I'm going to collect some glamours as well, so I can actually do that as well. Give myself a nice look. Where's the Minder? Also, I think I'm gonna take that. That looks like it'll be a dungeon unlock. Time heals all wounds, or so they say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Darklight Raiders into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost at that fateful day. Galbald the Red and his loyal second, Aubriest, Stillwater, Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and a jest. Our ever ireful mage, Chiran Zabaran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormoon Thousand Gill, never has there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let us not forget one ale son. Although it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time where bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of a blade. The Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian funded forays into hellish pits like the Aurum would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days. Though it would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. But so was the life of a raider. That is, until we took that job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I stood against herds of giant buffaloes on Ogomoro, Snowball infestation on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depth of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we would face in Hell's brood holds. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place, but only saw one return. Siebold the Stoic. Spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. Ah, my apologies. You did not come to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man, but if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask of you a favor. The final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of the terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Siebold, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. If it is not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Riders?
Frizzles! Hi. Hi. Oh. Picture.
Cute picture. Okay, so we can unlock a dungeon. We have some more story to go. I think we go to Cutter's Cry first. I don't know the level of that dungeon. It should be below, yeah. It's actually very close. I should just be able to ride there once I get out of here.
Yep, painting of the queen. Hi, Racco.
How are you guys doing? How's your week so far?
I've got tea, and it's tasty.
Actually, it's empty. It's my second can. Took me about 1.5 hours to drink the first one.
Yep. I've got tea, and this time the cup is not empty.
Gonna go all the way up there.
Unlock the dungeon.
Then we can run through it once, so... Shouldn't be too much, well, since they do scale. Might be a lot of XP. But I do think that I'm getting closer with story quest towards my level. Oh no, Frizzles, you're sick? I hope you get a lot of good rest. At least that much. You have a pretty bad cavity on one of your molars, so no more sugar. That sucks, I like sugar. It's a good thing I don't drink sugar in my tea. Well, maybe it's just Frizzle's body saying they need a break. That's usually when I get sick. Which means I get sick a lot. Yeah, that's right, Frizzles. That's exactly how I would see it as well. You finally have a little bit of rest, which is why I didn't wish you to get well soon, but a lot of good rest instead, because you can need it. I'm not much a fan of soda, it's way too sweet for me. I drink it every once in a while, it's quite tasty every once in a while, but not that much. But there's a lot of people apparently that drink it every day. My grandparents used to only drink that, actually. So when I was small, that was the only stuff they had for me to drink. Up until they didn't have teeth anymore. You stayed you stayed up late last night to sing. I sang like since work stopped until now. I actually I can't drink water. I can only I'm slowly trying to get myself back into water. But since my mother forced me to drink a lot of water, way too much water when I was a teen, and I kept throwing up of it at some point, I wasn't able to drink it. But I can drink it if it's really cold. Even better if it's cold and bubbly, for some reason. But if it's just plain old tap water, I can't drink that stuff. Nope. Because that was what I had to drink. Not always the carbonated cold stuff, but always tap water. So right now, I'm starting to be able to drink at least the water that I keep in my fridge. But since I don't have that many cartridges for my soda club, I tend to not have carbonated water to put in the fridge. Yeah, I used to do that too, but I always had to take so many. I mean, I had to take my thyroid medication since I was a kid. I took that since I was like 13. And my mother has always been big on supplements. And these supplements tablets, they're quite big. They're really big. So I tended to try and saw them through on the heater or something, anything, instead of just having to take them as I were. It went so bad that I literally couldn't swallow anymore. I had to hide the pills in yogurt or sometimes even crush them. It was really bad. Actually, it just got worse the more my mom wanted me to take pills. And at some point, yeah, I really had to crush them up, mix them into my yogurt. Which is why I had a mortar and pestle at some point. Funny. I'm trying to drink water, but what I'm drinking currently, always drinking, is like 95% water, 5% juice. It's almost water, but it's not water. It doesn't taste like it, at least. You used to eat aspirins like candy. That's not good. I actually don't think I ever had aspirins. This is Koda's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns. You hear that? That sounds like the woofing snort when a fire catches. That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in if you're that certain of your ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go trotting in there after you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Ah, you promised old Sebald the Stoic, did you? He's what's called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you've a wife at home and big with child? Aye, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Numea, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart, one by one. Also that he might return home to see his son born. Should he have died a hero rather than lived a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow, knowing his father was a craven, a disgrace to his friends and family? Should I ever find myself faced with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now you know the true reason I will never step into that cave. That is a very hard decision. No question asked. That is a very hard decision. But, to be fair, if you're a good parent, rather be a parent. It's Final Fantasy. It's very fishy. Anyway, I could go in right now. Ah, yeah, Auronvale. There was something, wasn't there? Ah. think we did all of this. This, and not this. So these are the two that I still have to do, but I'm going to start... Yeah, we pretty much did this. Going to start with this one. Oh, that's quick. The Aurum Veil is gonna be very interesting. Many deaths. Not easy to heal at all, Aurum Veil. Because of all the poison, if I remember right. Whoops. That's right, I changed my keys. Completely forgot about that. The tank seems to be pretty good though. They immediately reacted when I pulled aggro.
Cactua.
I like the tank so far. Like it's noticeably how good they are right now. Okay, let's see how hard this will be. I'm afraid to do damage and then not be fast enough with healing. Oh,
50.
I think.
I don't like ants.
Where's that one? Oh. That's where that one is. So people don't kill here anymore, they just run through? I guess that makes sense. You'd have to know though. Plus I'm usually very slow. Should be fine. It's free, so half. Ow. I had hoped I could evade it. Slip sand. It's just slime with extra steps. Or a slime that had eaten a lot of sand. Wait, are they running through here as well? What? No! Wasn't I... Ah! I think I cast the wrong thing. Yep, I cast the wrong thing. Damn it, and I can't even apologize because cutscene. Have they not? I'm so used that people would be walking. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Apparently this way. Just run away until it doesn't hit you. Just going for me again. Oh. I forgot about that little bit. Yep. I just remember that there's, I think, 3 different phases of AoE, or of pretty big damage that they can deal. But hey, I haven't been in here for over 2 years. I can forget some stuff. Looks like the others already went away. Guess that wasn't a party for them to stick around with. I didn't do that bad there. There. I think I can do a few white mage quests now, but I'm not going to. Can I not see them? Ah, that's how it goes. Okay. Anyway. I'm usually not too bad in evading enemies, but if you just don't know what is coming for you, if you don't know what to look out for, you have no idea how to evade, or what to evade. I think that's okay, that happens. If you don't know what to work with, then that happens. People that start immediately flaming you are the reason why I really hate playing in random parties. Because it happens so often, I play the game for the first time, and I get flamed for not knowing something. Meanwhile, when I notice that the person I'm in a dungeon with doesn't know what they're doing, I tend to just explain everything to them. And it's always nice when you actually encounter other people doing that too. When you're in a dungeon, you're like making the obviously bad moves because you don't have any idea. And there's a person asking you, you have no idea what you're doing here, right? You want an explanation? I love that. These people are MVPs. That is... I guess we're going to go there then. Bronze Lake. Unlocking that one. You've literally gotten kicked from Left 4 Dead lobby because you had too many hours? What? That makes no sense. Should I try to go to that highly poisonous, I think it's highly poisonous, dungeon as well? The one that was way closer to my level. What was its name? Orumvale? I don't think I was in there last week. Was it last week? I don't know. Oh.
You're one of Aline's, aren't you?
That one's got a ghost in her attic, you know. Keep sending all the adventurers to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're going to bring her fellow back. 'Twas 7 of us that day. One of them her feller. My best friend was another. Soon as we walked in, a Tunberry attacked it. It was dark, and we couldn't get purchase on the floor, for it was covered in lake slime, then in blood. What's more's there to say? Only Aline's and I made it out by the grace of the 12. Everyone else is dead. Think I'd leave him behind, leave my brother by another blood, if I hadn't seen what the Tunberry left? I saw no treasure there, only death. I've said my piece. You still want to see for yourself, that's your business. I'll ferry you there, for my adventuring days are over and I'm not the boatman of this lake. She thinks they all live, you see. All 5 of them are hiding from the Tunberries somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary, she told folk about her friend's need and rescuing. Then she got sly. Ah, poor lost Aline.
Black Pearl.
What else do we have here? I might actually be able to use these rings. Mind and Piety. I don't like green that much, but Mind and Piety could be really good for me. Yeah, I like the black ring more. Wanderer's Palace. Oh boy. Yeah, that definitely needed an upgrade. So I've got... could just... Oh, I can't even go there yet. Wait, why not? Average item level is too low. You kidding me? Where do I see my item level? Ah, 38. And it probably rose a lot by me switching out the rings. Ouch. Oh well. I think I'm just going to give the Aurum Veil a try. As far as I remember, it's pretty hard though. What is this? Medica 2. Nice.
My free company has said something.
I should probably warn them that I'm streaming. Yeah, I remember this one to be a highly annoying one. I think there were stacks of poison that we had to counteract, but wait until we were shortly below the max or something? Okay, how is that tank supposed to be tanking anything? This is not going to be easy today. I'm already suffering. I don't think this is possible with this tank. The damage is too high. You have to be really careful if you want to try that with the damage he takes. I was casting the wrong thing. There it is. The stacks are starting. I think that's flowers or marble fruit. There it is. I don't know up to how many stacks we have to wait though. I wanted to eat it, but then I got damaged. And then I didn't want to eat it before I healed them a little. Ah. Yep. Chat. But to be fair, that's how it should be. I'm happy that I got a good, an apparently humanly good group. Ah. So, fruit. There's one fruit over there, so I'm going to target that. That's mine. I think we have to eat 2 fruits, but there's only 1 here, I think. 1 for each, I mean. So this might be time gorge. Oh no, they respawn. Nice. Struggling. Ooh. That was quite hard. I'm happy that the fruits respawn. I can't remember them respawning this frequently, so I'm really happy they do. I wonder if I've recorded or streamed it back when I ran through here the first few times. Probably did. So when I rewatch it, I can take note of how fast the fruit respawned. I almost ran into them. Ah. I was a second too late with it. They should be fine. But yeah, this group is definitely good. Not as in skill-wise, or at least I can't judge it. But they're good peeps. Happy. He praised me! I'm happy I got praised. I thought they chose such a timing that I... Whoops. But I couldn't say anything and thanks. Okay, this time it worked. This time I got close enough, fast enough. Weird timings today.
I got the mobile pet.
I like the Final Fantasy dungeons a lot. I kinda quite missed this. I think they are pretty well made. Plus the community is pretty nice. I've gotten flamed a lot more in ESO, and ESO also has a pretty nice community. When I think back to my days of playing World of Warcraft, that was a flame fest. I don't miss these dungeons. ESO has pretty good dungeons. Maybe I should stream that again at some point. ESO dungeon runs. Maybe I can even get the whole team together, it would be awesome. And I really adore the dungeons in Final Fantasy. Oh,
Now they're all happy seeing me.
Elder Scrolls Online. I really love Elder Scrolls Online. When I started streaming, it was my main game. And basically the only thing I streamed. For years, I would only stream ESO and I would play ESO every day for hours. Whenever I came home from work, that is. And only after a while, I started streaming other games as well. And I had a pretty good group. We would be going into the newest dungeons and figuring out the newest mechanics. We would be so happy when we would run a dungeon on day 1 or day 2 and we would figure out the mechanics because we had no idea what the mechanics were from anywhere else. I should have the footage. I need to upload it at some point. It was awesome.
Cool Cat! Hi Cool Cat. A big warm hug to you, Cool Cat. How are you doing?
Currently soaking myself in poisons, so I can't actually give you a hug.
Oh.
Yeah, there's fruits again. Guess it's going to wait until 2 as well. I was the only one that healed. What? Why? That means I messed up. That means I messed up. Oh gosh. How much longer? Damn it. Can I go back in? No, I was... Okay. They took care of it.
Cutscene!
Is that the way? I think that's the way. no idea what I just got.
But I've got this pet here.
I don't know how to leave other than through the exit portal, so... But yeah, this actually went a lot better than I expected after the first bits. I think the tank also noticed, and did his best to not be a burden, to actually be a support, which is really cool. Okay, with that, I still cannot do the other one that I've unlocked because my item level is too low, and that's probably gonna haunt me for a while. Actually, we got a lot closer now. I need to... Yeah, that ring has to go. Ah, I need a new ring, that's for sure. Anyway. Revenant Toll. I should be able to find a ring at some point. Already almost emptied my another cup of tea. I love having tea. In the summer, I usually don't drink that much tea, or I only drink it frozen or cold at least. You know, I can drink hot tea again, because it's kinda getting colder. At least at night. I'm really debating if I should ask my landlord for the price of the oil she gave us, she refilled. I want to know the price, just so I can more or less calculate how much I can heal before my money runs out. Not heal, heat. Brain. Brain is only on healing. No heating, just healing. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? By the way, I like that dress. Or whatever it is. Cape? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Gallians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do with Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration.
But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in?
Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door.
Huh? The front door?
Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of magitek armor, and impeccable timing. Heh, that's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing these Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think of to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glomund. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Gallian activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act.
Come and join us when you're ready. Let's do this.
Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused?
Not possible.
Also doing stream rares for quickly.
I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtola. You're beginning to remind me of Papa Limu. Boss time.
Sitting down. I don't think I can do paladins for... Yep. What was the other one? Archers? I guess so. I really like that dress though. Orum Kasupal. Kasupal.
I like it.
Looking for Glomond, are you? Well, you found him. Whoever you are. Eh? You're looking to get inside Customs Sentry and you need my help? Huh. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So your friends at Customs Sentry would want for rescue. That Slavborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the... Whoa. Something sons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the moorbolts, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once you know for certain your friend's there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, and Godspeed. Somehow I'm getting remembered of Seanshark Redemption. I wonder if you Seanshark this way out there. All the way down there. Wait, I need this. I'm just wondering how rude it is to actually ask your landlord what the price of the heating oil was that he refilled for. And I usually wouldn't debate that, but my landlord, I know that she refilled at a time when the heating oil was incredibly expensive. Like, unnecessarily so. And in the middle of summer. But it might just be incredibly rude to ask for the price. And I mean, the only answer I can give her, if she asks me why I want to know, is that I want to calculate just how much I can heal before my money runs out. Heal again. Heat. And I don't think that's gonna go over well with her. Because obviously there's mold in my apartment, so I have to heat. Or the mold will grow. These guys should clear their drainage pipes every once in a while. You say that should be a good enough reason? Then I will probably ask her tomorrow. With the electricity prices also increasing, I have to really think hard how I will live for the next few months to try and, well, keep it as cheap as possible. Which is really hard because my computer is running almost 24/7. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribune so obsessed with the Menphelian woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Gallians don't have. Mystical power, like the kind the beastmen use. How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? It's well you to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfall grows fainter until all is silent. Say if you have a pipe that basically just gives you information out like a megaphone like this here. Wouldn't you want to fix it at some point? Or they're just like, no one's gonna come here anyways, it's gonna be fine, we're just gonna basically telegraph all of our talks. Then again, what happens if you tell people to not talk about private business and that location because you have a megaphone attached to your damn drainage system? They're gonna be like, it's not that built, that hard, that build. You can just do it anyways. I mean, like, landlords are different, but I don't think they would get super mad if you're just wondering. I don't know. I know how my mom and I are as landlords. We discussed with our renters the prices of oil and everything, and that we would not get the heating oil refilled yet because of the price. Meanwhile, my landlord does what he wants and he doesn't care about us at all. Refilling when it's most expensive. And not doing anything with our very uneven backyard that is so uneven. It's basically completely ripped open ever since they tore down the house back there. They drove in there with heavy machinery. I mean, if that stuff would have fallen, we would have been dead. I would have destroyed the house easily. And they completely ripped open the whole backyard. It's full of holes and very uneven. And before that, it was kinda even, at least. After that, the car repair guy my neighbor car repair guy has some real trouble keeping the car steady when he is repairing them because it's so uneven that he can't really prep them up. It's really annoying. The same for my dad. I also got mold in my glass out of all things. What? In your glass? Ugh. Don't drink it. Ugh. It's good to see you again. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Ophelia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. In the windows. Okay. Wait, do you have these double-layered windows? They're really annoying. My mum has them too, or I think she has switched to new windows by now, I haven't checked. But when I was still living with her over 10 years ago, her windows were double. So she had the inside and the outside, and every once in a while we had to open them up. And it was, because the windows were so old, it was very hard to open them up. They were completely rusted. I couldn't open 2 out of my 3 windows in my room. As in open the double parts. I could open the window to let air in, but I could not open the 2 windows away from each other, so I could clean inside. Wait, the wood frame is molding... Yeah, makes sense. So you have to switch out the whole window. That's expensive. You can try to paint over the wood frame with calcium color. Calcium paint, just the cheapest calcium paint you can get, is used in, for example, cattle barns to when you have cattle houses, to keep them from molding, because it's gonna be wet. There's gonna be wet stuff everywhere because cattle, and so usually it would mold like nothing. So what they do is they build that thing out of brick, and then they just slosh a lot of calcium paint on it. Cheapest that you can find. They just slosh that stuff on there, and obviously you have to make sure that it's not completely uneven. No one cares in a cattle barn. But if you put that on your window, the mold literally can't grow on calcium. Calc paint. Calcium? I don't know the English word. To be fair, in the US most things are made of wood, and probably not that stable to begin with. And here in Europe, when you have a farm, it's usually built to last a few generations, and so you have to actually build it with stuff that lasts a few generations. So they have these cattle. Actually, my landlord is a daughter of a farmer, and the farmer has a lot of land. He's dead. The wife has already given it to her son. The son, aka the father of my landlord, is the one that currently owns the farm, I think. And it's a huge farm, so they have chickens, or had chickens when I lived there. Lots of vegetables, multiple fields that they rotated through. They have cattle that they butcher and... no, they don't milk, just butcher. But lots. So I have a little bit of knowledge. One time even lightning struck the barn, the hay barn. So that burned down because it was stuffed full of hay. That was really hard. But I learned a lot about barn building and about how the cattle barn and the hay barn were built and everything. Anyway, good work. As Affinot has already told you, we've plotted out a course of the rescue. For the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of magitek armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. "46 already. While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystal among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Clean the vex out of years now, cause there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plans to have you enter Custom Sentry are all decked out in Imperial dubs, but the disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. The first impressions are everything, as I say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch them Imperials doing what they do. I spy with my eye an Imperial saluting, and I'm gonna rip it from his heart and learn it myself. Where's the other quest? Back there! No, acting the part. This is the Corrupted Crystal quest. If I remember correctly, it was up there? Something like that. Or was it here? I'm gonna just try it. Yes, and I tried to post a picture of that mod that for that game I play too much. Okay. They're just very similar to a gamer outfit. By the way, gamer outfit, best outfit? Yay! I mean, I still like pretty much all of my other outfits as well. I have a lot of good outfits, and I want to make a lot more. Every time I see a costume using stockings or really cool boots, I'm kinda sad that I don't have legs, so I can't wear stockings or really cool boots. I mean, I kinda can. Hi. You comfy down there? What the hell? But yeah, I have to find a way to either wear them somehow on my tail, or I would probably try to make at least one version where I have some really interesting gloves.
Extinction! Hi, Extinction! I'm doing quite good. I'm playing Final Fantasy after all, which I love. How are you doing?
Whoops. Oh? Did someone kill them for me? Oh. That kinda invisible one did it. It really does look like that one is just in the stone. Like, what's going on there? Why are you in the floor? I'm confused. I need to go over there. If I use it, I just put the boot on my head. To be fair, that's probably a lot harder to do. At least on my tail I can work a little bit with the already existing hair and with clothes. But on my head, there's no hats in VOD Studio. I think I have to go there for getting uniform anyway, which means I just wasted that.
Oh. Seal. What are you doing? I'm busy.
Should I attack? Yeah, I should. I'm not much of a fan of gambling, so Kakaguroi never quite got me. I hear that it's quite good, but... I rather would watch Hikaru no Go. That's a lot more my style. Hikaru no Go is a story about a ghost from the, I think, Edo period? That was basically cheated out of a position by someone cheating at Go. I think being the Go master of their leader. So they basically came back with a vengeance and wanted to be the best at Go. And that ghost just happened to possess a high schooler that was basically an idiot that didn't even want to play Go. The story is actually quite emotional at times. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Just back to town. I've been lazy today and yesterday. I barely checked any footage. I just kept watching Mr. Bond videos on YouTube. I usually don't have time to watch anything. But I really just wanted to listen to some Mr. Ball videos. I couldn't be bothered with checking any footage, or not even with actually watching an anime or something, or a movie. To be fair, that story, or the stories that he is talking about, is like true stories, the dark and mysterious, in story format. It's actually very good. But I have a lot of footage to check, and I'm soon running out of clips for YouTube again. Plus I haven't really posted regularly on Instagram for a while now. Which I really should do, but I'm just so lazy to make content. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Basically, he has PTSD whenever he sees a salute, or something like that.
You're called failure, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glamwind. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is, how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of the recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Senti never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Wait, Big Switch and I will infiltrate?
You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose. I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks.
You know what's funny? My main in ESO is an Imperial. Created on the very first day of ESO pre-launch. I just love her. So much.
But yeah, my main in ESO is an Imperial. It's always funny when they go on and on about Imperials now, like... maybe not the right person to talk to about Imperial hate? I mean, I did play ESO, and although I did play Skyrim, Morrowind and stuff, I actually never played that much, and it's been a while ago. I could play that on stream at some point, but probably not a good idea because it could take ages. But there weren't really any snake creatures that I could play. So I tend to either go with Imperial or with the Wood Elves. Or with Dark Elves. Or with Khajiit. I do have 2 Argonians. I have like 20 characters total. Or even more. Was saying Elder Scrolls, I think. Or Ring. Sorry, did I say Ring? I meant Scrolls. I'm sorry. Brain is busy killing stuff. If I had a few hours of just doing this, I would be so happy. Off stream, start music or a movie, drink something nice, maybe a few snacks too, and just farm. I haven't done that in so long. Even when I think I have time for that, I tend to just work on something. I miss being lazy for hours or even days. I love Vocaloid music. I know a lot of Vocaloid music. I'm a weeb after all. Probably know too much. I mean, I didn't even need to listen to 2 seconds of Kakamine Lin in that one song you sent. And I knew it was her. And then I checked Kagamine Lin in the song name, and I was right. I was literally just typing in Kagamine Lin, that song name, and then that sample thing came up. When I had time, I was a way bigger weeb even. I could recognize a lot. It was almost scary. I still am pretty good at recognizing my favorite seiju and my favorite Vocaloids. Just waiting until Stream Raiders is done. I probably still could if I wouldn't have basically stopped it all. For one, because of work, and for another, because streaming does take a lot of time. It's really funny when I think back. I mean, 6 years ago, all I wanted was to be able to actually hold a normal job down, even if it would be a minimum wage job. I just didn't want to be poverty, unemployed, and whatnot. I had enough of that. That's why I started streaming. I can remember back then when I would have a panic attack every time I would start streaming, or would try to start streaming. Then after a while it got better and I could at least breathe before I press the go live button. And now look at me. I'm barely thinking of it. Yes, I'm prepping and whatnot, but at the end I'm just quickly pressing go live, and I'm prepping a lot of other stuff, and I've gotten so comfortable with it. I really wish that I would have known what I know now back then, though, because I could have done a lot more back then. I had a lot more time. Well, more and less at the same time, which is kind of funny. But I had a roommate who would at least try to do his part. So. Being a weeb is good. Saint of Stream! Hi, Forgotten Girl. Haven't seen you in stream for a while. How you doing? I was probably having panic attacks back then a lot, and everyone goes through it. Like an introvert preparing to make a phone call. That is exactly my problem. Every time I would have to make a phone call, I just couldn't. I couldn't. I would almost have a panic attack every time I would have to call somewhere. That's legit. I've skipped on so many doctor's visits because I'm simply too nervous to actually call. Even now. It's not a good habit. But it's so hard to call. It has gotten a lot better though. 6 years ago I wouldn't have done any appointments. Yep. But you're able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment. Damaged. As I had suspected. In the present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Egenolf and the diamond forge in Rowena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need of utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Playing Tower of Fantasy and Ni no Kuni Crossworlds a lot. Huh. So you're the venturer Sargmalox, and I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sargmalok a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rovena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventurous life calling him. But here I go blubbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have the gear looking good as new. Do you really need to try out MMOs again? Warframe does count as an MMO. I used to solo Warframe as well. I used to solo a lot in ESO and in many other MMOs because I just didn't want to play with other people. It's been a hard way for me to get away from that. By the way, streaming also helped with that. A lot. And there we have it. Won't do you much of good in battle, mind you, but for what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will you?
I will. Yay, repaired uniform!
Well, superficially repaired uniform. I haven't played Warframe in so long. Actually, I kinda really want to play it again.
Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool Eve, my legatus. Those equipped! You should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Gallians might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Gallian invasion force in Orzia. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who decides only to act in the best interest of the realm.
Good work getting the Imperial Duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a pseudo-magitek armor. Now, from what I've seen, Custom Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperial out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the gold of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. They ain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tiny suit, shiny tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Shiny tiny suit. Having done that, you'll want to lure him as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like it's not though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use a smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with the Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Trading for the platinum stuff, mustn't I? Well, yeah. Talking to people, oh no. Just look at the price of a PC case I'd like to have, and damn, it's expensive. Yeah. I thought the prices would be going down, now it's going up again. I never will get my new PC parts. Where do I have it? There. Imperial salute. World's tiniest suit of armor made for me. I mean, to be fair, can you imagine a 66.6 centimeter long Lamia in a suit of armor? Like a paladin Lamia, a tiny paladin Lamia. That would be so adorable, because you have to keep in mind, 66.6 centimeters long. That is 90% tail. The other 10%, aka 6.6 centimeters, is my actual size of my torso. Yeah, you can always roundabout the prices of stuff. I keep looking at prices of stuff that I want or need, and it's just... I just have to hope that my PC doesn't die. One of our convert operators, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. You know a lot about the European armor? Most of it was made specifically for the rarer and was very expensive, so lords and whatnot. Yeah. But it had to fit, you know. I kinda am really curious what me, Lamia, would look like in a suit of armor. I mean, it would have to be tiny. Tiny, tiny. I mean... Could you imagine armor for a 6 centimeter long person? It's just torso armor, obviously, but still. 6 centimeter long. That is tiny. But I kinda want that now. You know what would be really nice? Having a picture of Mike in full armor, and then a picture of tiny me in armor, in full armor. With some armor plating on my tail as well. Just side by side. Which would be a bit hard. I would probably just sit on a shoulder or something. Mustro's had just basic and like the same size stuff. And, you know, inherited armor and whatnot. I mean, like, you could just cover the tail with overlapping plates. I want my actual body to have armor too. That would be really awesome. But just imagine how tiny that would be. Frazzles. Look at me looking at PC parts when I can't even afford food. I know the pain. I know the pain. And I would send you money for food, but you don't give me any way to send your money. So. Same size armor, more easy to make. Basic, yeah. Looting everything, pretty much. Everything. Not just armor, but also boots and underwear and everything you could get your hands on. Back then, there just wasn't stuff. And obviously you didn't want to wear stuff that was tainted in blood and whatnot. Or too harsh to repair. Back then a lot of people also knew how to repair stuff. And I think that makes sense, at least the stuff isn't wasted. Not like nowadays where everything is wasted. You know, Frizzles, you could sell me something then. I'll take fan art, okay? I'll take fan art. I wonder if I could actually commission you, Frizzles. For just any random art of me. You will send me your brother. Is he good at cleaning? That's the only thing I need. The Warband game I have 6,000 hours in. You play as a looter and can fight for kingdoms. Oh, that's actually interesting. Anyways, should actually...
Smudging the Imperials to me. Smudge.
He can't even cook. Sorry, I don't need him then. I need someone that is useful in the household. And if Mike actually manages to come here, then I will teach him household stuff, if what he doesn't know, and to hope that he knows a lot so I don't have to teach him much. But if he wants to live with me, he has to learn. Although I think that he probably already can do a lot. I taught Fox. I taught my roommate before that. I'm not living with someone that I would have to clean up behind. Ara. Okay, that was a failure. That was a failure. I tried too hard. You guys don't redeem it often if I don't get enough exercise anymore. I have to redeem it more so I can get more exercise. I hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as we are seizing advanced weaponry. I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. Okay, I can do this. Ara. Next one will come in a few seconds. Let me go through the cutscene. There's never too much Ara. This is a place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. I wonder, can I do a battle Ara? Yeah. Now I want to concentrate on the Ara, not doing one in the battle. Almost got it. I think it's getting healed. Okay. Gonna do that Ara now. Ara. I'm not getting the R's today. absolutely not getting the R's today. I don't know why. At last. Oh, very orange suit of magitek armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound.
I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged.
But aren't those things protected by thick armor plate?
Yes, they are, yes, it's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part.
Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we are not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge?
In-car chocobo.
I hear that. Ahal has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there. That's one hell of a graceful way to enter magitek. She's limping. Aww.
Why not, Racco?
Why are you refusing the Ara Ara? Would you rather have an Uwu?
Uwu?
Should I adopt more phrases that you can redeem? Something like,
Kodane.
Oops. The magitek armor! Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Racco, if I wouldn't want to do it, I wouldn't be there. It's there for you guys to interact with me. We've now had the time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She is structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the machine servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty, which has subsequently ascertained that the magitek core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Modona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Yeah, this was a custom sign redeems. And if you guys want to add any signs or any phrases or anything, you can always let me know. I would be happy to add more. I have no idea what redeems to add, so if you have any requests, let me know. I would love to add more. There's a few things I'm working on, like a brush for my tail, that I somehow just can't find and can't make. I'm too bad at making anything animated. So that's in the works. But other than that brush for my tail, I don't think I have any other redeemables in mind. So, if you have any in mind, let me know. I would love to have more, but I just don't know what. Red Block!
Thank you very much for subscribing for 1 full year. Wow. Thank you very, very, very much. How are you doing, Red Block? I hope you're having a wonderful time. We should play together at some point. I think I saw you before being AFK just before I started streaming. Thank you very much for subscribing. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And a full year at that. Yay. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the magitek core is warping your use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the dunderhead maintenance engineers at Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the magitek core with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. You'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order with a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmith Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ulda and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Oh well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. I love mechs too. I watched so much Gundam Wing when I grew up. It was the only one I could watch. It was the only one that was running on my TV. And Candidate for Goddess was running like 4 episodes at some point. Love Candidate for Goddess. Goddess. It's one of these really good, really classic ones. I like the manga a lot more, and the anime is completely different of the manga, but it's very interesting still. I should rewatch it at some point. The funnest thing about Gundams is, I think Wu Fei's Gundam was called Young Gui Fei, or something like that. I just remembered that because around the same time, or just before I started watching Gundam, I took that name. The very same name that his mech has, that his Gundam has. I don't remember quite what name it was anymore, but I remember that when I heard the name, I was like, wait a moment, that's my current nickname. It was from Gundam Wing, so it was Hero, Maxwell, oh, was her name's Wu Fei, Toroa. There's one that I can't remember right now. It was Maxwell, Baba Winner, Tora, Hero, Wu Fei. What was the last one? I know what it looks like, but I just can't remember the name right now. But yeah, Gundam Wing was the only one that I ever watched because it was the only one that was actually running in TV at that point. Wait, there's 3 quests that I can get here. Way of the Samurai and what? Peaceful Thunder. Why is there so many quests here? What the hell? Several adventurers are having difficulty summoning their retainers. Should you wish to offer your assistance, you will find these troubled souls in Limsa, Lominsa, Gridania, and Ulda. The rewards will be the same regardless of whom you help, so do not hesitate to aid the adventurer of your choice. Then, I'll go for Gridania. The Way of Samurai. Thoughts, balls, just when you think you've seen it all! The world's full of surprises. What am I talking about, you ask?
Oh, nothing much. Just the most amazing blade work I've ever seen. It wasn't even the main card either, but light entertainment. A far-eastern fellow old enough to be my grandfather appeared and called for challengers. But who should answer him but a brood of a gladiator? People thought it was either mummery or a sick joke. After all, what could one expect from such a mismatch? The old and infirm versus the young and inform. But when the action began, the old man proceeded to drop everyone's jaws. His opponents not least of all, with his blistering blade work. The most riveting moment, though, was when he had the challenger on the back foot. For instead of finishing the job, he went and sheathed his blade. Putting a steel away in the heat of battle, well, that's aching to commit suicide. This wasn't lost on the gladiator, who lunged in with a mighty swing. The spectators gasped collectively, thinking it was over, and it was, but not for the old man. For the next instant, before anyone could comprehend what had happened, his opponent was crumpled on the ground. In one fell stroke, and with impossible speed, the old man had drawn his sword and dealt the telling blow. A few heartbeats passed in stunned silence, then the stands erupted in riotous cheering. Gods, just recounting it gives me the chills. The speed, the precision, the elegance, simply sublime. How's it possible I had never heard of these far-eastern warriors, these samurai? Wait, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? You want to face the old man? Well, that silver-tongued showmaster was looking for a new challenger, but you don't want to do this. Let someone else be the fool. I think I have to come to an end, so I will do one last one after this. One last stream raiders. So what is this doing? Yours is a welcome face. I have a task for which one of your impeccable records would be well suited, though perhaps campaign would be a more fitting description, given the sheer commitment this mission demands. As you are well aware, the inhabitants of Thanalan have long suffered the hostilities of the Amaja. Maybe he's just drawing his sword really fast. That's kind of one of the things that samurai are known for. Some samurai. I think it's a specific sword style. Archer place in. Yep. I need to ride in last.
Akia! Hi, Akia! Thank you very much for subscribing! 5 months, yay! You just finished this year, and then I'll read the message. There. Half an hour more of this. Yo, what up? How you doing, Akia? I switched to Raiden. I'm not on Shiva anymore, I'm now on Raiden, but still on the light server. But I decided that I'll, off-stream, level 1 on, what was it, Chaos? I'm going to ask you at some point about the server and stuff, so I can actually create one there. How are you doing? I ran Aurum Vale today, and we did fail quite a bit, but we actually made it through, way better than I expected too. And Aurum Vale can be really hard due to all of the poison. So I had a really good team, and I'm really happy about that. The lizard man had been quiet for a while, chastened by your victory over the primal Ifrit, when once again the beastmen stir. There has been a resurgence in kidnappings and in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand that the local garrison have petitioned us for reinforcements. That is why I wish you to lead an extended action against the Amalja and put a stop to these raids. Yeah, I think I'm getting the party thingy where I send people out, which I'm not gonna do on stream.
Report to Commander Giselberth, head of security in Little Alamigo, and he will brief you on the details of your duty.
Goldsmith's Guild.
I think that should be just through here. You have pizza and wings?
Yay! Awesome.
Enjoy your pizza and wings. Wait, no, that's the wrong door. I took the wrong door. I need to go over there. In here. You ran that on alt recently, and oh boy, it turns out I didn't remember how to play low level. It certainly wasn't easy, and I think the tank was barely high enough in level to go there.
Come on, and marvel at the mystery of the Far East. A swordsman hailing from exotic Hingashi, whose blade work is quicker than the eye can see. Don't let his age fool you. Old though you may be, he's already made short work of one of Ulda's meanest gladiators, and he now seeks a new challenger. If you can best him, you'll be rewarded with a rare Hinken treasure. There's just one condition. You must fight with the same blade as the old man's. If you think you have what it takes, proceed to the Gladiators Guild and make yourself known to the Far Eastern Elder.
I guess I can quickly do that. It's through here, I think. No? Down here? It was really hard. I had a really good team, not as in they were skilled, but they were really friendly, so we kind of pulled it together. This aura. Unusual, yet undoubtedly formidable. Dare I hope a worthy challenger has come. Well met, friend. I am Musosai, a samurai of Hingashi. Lest you wonder, samurai are swordsmen of the Far East. Yet known that the swords we wield are unlike those of this land. Katana, they are called. And for our duel I shall lend you such a blade, along with a stone, a talisman of sorts. Wear them on your person and you shall become one of us, at least in appearance, if not in sooth.
Ah yes, samurai! Samurai!
Should probably actually save it at some point. If I want to switch this out against samurai blade. Shigata. No, I cannot add anymore. But I have to sort through this at some point anyways. Half of them are broken. I'm just gonna save over the second rogue. Why is it a needle? What am I doing wrong? There we go. I look like a tiny makeshift Zorro. Oops, not dancer. Right mage. I don't need to be a tiny makeshift Zorro. I can't wait for when I actually start leveling the other classes.
Evo Cream Puff! Gaming today is quite a lot of fun. I love Final Fantasy. I already was in 2 dungeons, and I actually didn't do too bad. Hello there. Come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Arfinald's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Servant? Arfinald? 10 years, or he may be, Master Arfinald has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's a mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master.
Just send him a love letter and get it over with.
Hi, Cal. Cal just head booped me. Just head boop. Cal is so fluffy and warm.
They're all so fluffy and warm, but Cal is actually right after Sammy in fluffiness and warmness, and she isn't even a long hair cat. Sammy, of course, is special. He's most likely at least half Black Angora, Turkish Black Angora,
and he's so pretty and fluffy. No cat prettier and fluffier than him in this village. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent! It must have cost them Emperor's ransom. Free of charge? Courtesy of Arfinald? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in.
Man, I wish I was as tiny as that in real life. Without dwarfism.
There, she's ready. Magitek armor, engage.
He's all of us.
Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager.
Which is great indeed.
Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Would you care to do the honors? I can be sitting in a mech. I can be sitting in a mech.
Frazzles, imagine every time you wake up, you think you're a lot smaller than you actually are, so you keep stumbling, hitting your head and your shoulders and your nose and your hands and your stomach and your nose on everything around every morning, because when you wake up, your body just doesn't feel right. It's way too big. I need like half the day to get used to my body every morning. I'm way taller, and I'm not even that tall actually. I'm average for around here, But I'm way, way too tall for what my brain says that I should be. We may be the same height, but for me, my height is not the right height. So yeah, I would actually love to have ladders connecting to the uppermost shelves because I can't reach it because me small. That would feel a lot better.
Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystal yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Mech. No anomalous movement evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north quick as you can.
Can't even sprint.
Leg giants absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back.
I usually don't care for tall or small. It's just that for me, my body just feels wrong. Always has. Just one of my many knacks.
The tether remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. More mech time, please. More mech time, please. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the arm or other mechanisms. Whereas magitek cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should do all our best to make her feel welcome.
Oh. Click.
Aww. No.
We gave a magitek suit of armor a heart. Frizzle saying short guys can be quite cute.
I agree.
Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself not to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyways? Baba's a curtsy? Oh, don't be rude to her. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant the silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth's heart in place of the worn magitek core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Gallian technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here?
I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps cheer our heads off. We could oil her.
Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper! Looking at them immediately through my librarian glasses. Taken by the traitor Garland. Initiate the Icon Slayer! Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hell's your will? We've located the Stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland!
No, it's a machine. Oiling her joints could be really useful. And then you could polish the metal plates and maybe put some flowers on there. There's lots of ways to show love to a machine.
No matter. If you can't reclaim it, destroy it.
Oh. I don't like that.
Bloody else! Protect that armor at all cost.
No one will hurt my mech.
I tend to give my PC head pats a lot. I mean, I know it doesn't have a head, I just keep patting it on the casing. And I pat my car and steering wheel. Stuff like that.
Oh no, no!
Oh wait, there was another?
Ah.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tech priest. I can't heal. I can't heal our mech. That's not how you show love. Well, I don't know your PC, but usually not. Usually kick my PC because sometimes I run to my room and slip up. That poor PC!
Now she truly is alive. Chief, look! She moved!
Ah, no, she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we are finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Your old PC, to be precise, not the one you use. Ah, okay.
There, the finishing touch.
Machine spirit, may our shots be true and fair. We did give her a heart. Quite literally. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mummitard aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the repair is as good as new. We're as prepared as we are like to get. Imagine you'd have to tell your airplane that you love it every time before you board. Maybe even give it a smooch. As much as I love machines, there's a limit. How go your preparations? We leave as soon as you're ready. Glaumund, you came? Aye, thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women that are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing, she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew. The thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. That's horrible. I can understand the woman there. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire, and became an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades we've since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glaumund. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, it's more important than that. At any rate, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave up my appetite for revenge. Words are hard. But Summer tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire, with your own hands, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting thought you offer is, I'm afraid I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. Some people are more thinkers, and some are more the ones that run in. I think you need a healthy mix of all types. But he's not craven. He's one of the many necessary pieces. Well, that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ral give you strength. Didn't I say something about polishing? Look what Biggs is doing. It looks like he's polishing her. Glamour Giga Chat. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaia's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Custom Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. I wonder how long that quest will take, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, I need the uniform first and foremost. Nameless armor cover. Anyway. Wait, is that not... Where do I get my quest stuff? It must be the nameless armor cover, right? Ah, no, that's samurai gear. So do I have it... Do I have it in here? There it is. Should I try to still do this today? There might be long cutscenes. I think I'm gonna try it, at least until a certain point. And hope that it doesn't take an hour or so. If it does take too long, I will just have to stop in between. Ah, we lost. Damn it. Oh well. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colors. Ah, but now's not the time for jests. Well, hate it as you might, they have pretty colors. Let's review the infiltration plan. Custom Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alfinod and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Alfinod and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. I love this. And obviously so does Veg. He's smiling so much. Veg will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder. Ida and Yashtoda left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alfinad and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of the Unimperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck. May the 12 keep you. I keep nervous clicking stuff away, I'm sorry. I'm not good at clicking through text because my finger just keeps clicking. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there, so engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidents, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eosian defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. I know that you were talking about her. I was talking about something completely different. Mainly, my stupid, nervous middle finger that keeps clicking on my right mouse button and just forwarding the text. I hate it. I keep lifting it so that it doesn't click, but sometimes it just still does. Should I be at my post? I suppose so. But such things don't seem to matter anymore. I found for one of the prisoners. She's all I can think about of late. Am I defiant for wanting her to salute me?
What? You what?
Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean. Eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the... It's a Lalafellin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? We are approaching dangerous territory here. Although I can understand him. Lalafell are adorable. I need to salute him too. I keep forgetting that, which is not good. What's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you there? At the tribunal's behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. When he's so trusty, wow. But imagine Tataru saluting. That would actually be adorable. I mean, it's adorable when I salute. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. That is so definitely not suspicious. No! Minfilia, and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire custom know we're here. Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it? Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last! Eliminate the intruders! He looks so stupid. His face was awesome, yeah. Nah. There we go. Ah! Don't think I can do it in battle anyways. Oh. Didn't manage to free them in battle, but oh well. I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, and the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them! Fail and I shall have your head. You and I shall have their heads? Okay, I'm fine with that. And what have we here? Yahoo! The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed Science! How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Yashtora, just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat-catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. Livia Ses Unius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Viking sands. You who butchered unarmed man and woman for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the tribunas!
Confound it! Ida, with me! My voice is giving out. Yep.
After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are! Fan out and surround them!
Must protect Tataru! Biggs, I'm going in! See everyone to safety!
Oh, Wedge. No, Wedge, don't do it! Oh no. Saint, hold them off. I look after Menphilia and Tadaru. Should probably defeat the weaker ones first. Shield. Shield? Shield? They're invulnerable? What? What do you mean invulnerable? Are there more? There's more. Is there another? Didn't I just... I mean, they do seem to be getting damaged. There.
That's a long battle. They really don't want to let us go. He doesn't seem to have any boosts. That's good already. Ah, right. That doesn't work on NPCs. So that's a Colossus, is it? More like a colossal waste of iron. I did it! Ta-da! Now to escape, and hopefully Rich will be with us as well. Hinpatsu is gold-haired. Or rather golden.
NANI?! 待たせたわね、ミンフィリア。パパリモ、ミンフィリア。イダ。遅いぞ、イダ。よかった、無事で。さて。よーし、やっちゃるか。しかし、この数が相手では。
バカ野郎、あれ置いて逃げ出してきてるか。
そんなこと言ったって取りつかれたら勝てるわけないっす。
なんだと。
マギー。Yay! Maggie! She's the best.
5つ数えたらそこから飛び降りろ。いいや。
5、4、3、2。
Each. Bye, Maggie. You were the best.
エオルゼアの為政者たちが吠えた演説。力の伴わぬ空虚な言葉の数々。茶番を演じる弱き為政者とそれに喝采を送る愚かな民、まさに滑稽なり。わかるか、暁よ。必要なのは力。民を守り導き、この地を救う真なる力だ。万神を制すこの力こそエオルゼアを救う王者の剣よ。
万神ガルーダを倒した例の兵器か。
アルテマウェポン完成していたのね。
アルテマウェポン。
アラミゴで発掘された古代アラグ帝国の遺産、あらゆる万神を打ち払い、あらゆる国を焼き払うという絶対の力。帝国はその力を携え、エオルゼア諸国に服従を誓わせる気を。
ガイウス、貴様は。
あれは見ろ、ガイウスの横。奴は天使いアシエンだ。しかもあの包囲、闇の異業者と呼ばれアシエンたちを束ねる上級の存在。
ではあれがアシエン・ラハブレア。
That's one of the few things I remembered. So it isn't a surprise for me, but damn.
そんなサンクレット、彼がアシエン・ラハブレアだったというの。
限界だ。脱出するぞ。
サンクレット。
The voice so doesn't fit him. I mean, it shouldn't. It's not his voice, but still.
サンクレットがアシエン・ラハブレアだったとはな。よりにもよって彼にアシエン関連の調査を進めさせていたのは私なのだぞ。気づけなかった自分が情けない。
Hey, careful with this sweet baby.
奴らに筒抜けだったというわけだ。くそ。帝国の切り札アルテマウェポンは完成した。万神をいともたやすくねじ伏せる力、そしてあの火力、あの兵器の脅威を一刻も早くエオルゼア同盟軍に伝えなければならない。落ち込んでいる場合ではないぞ。
もしもし。そう、私は。
ともあれ、皆は無事だったのだ。
おかげさまで無事よ。それはそうと。
敵がどんなに強大であろうとも力を合わせて戦えばよい。暁の決命にはそれができるのだから。
わかった。ありがとうクレル。委員長、おじい様によろしくね。
くれる？
今こそエオルゼア諸国へ知らしめるのだ。万神ガルーダ討伐の知らせとともに暁が蘇ったことを。
くれるって何？
ここからの戦いは君が頼りだ。頼んだぞ。
それじゃ。
Although it would rather be Dare, not Nani, would it? Ah. Noob knowledge. Noob knowledge! Tatakai! Not quite the situation for it though. Not quite the situation for that. Let's take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slaverson The order to sail, that is all. The maelstrom stands ready, Lord of the Flames. Ready as we are like to be. I need to only give the word to Royal. How come this name is so hard? Royal. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the furrier of his guard. 'Tis bad comedy.
The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Not enough Lalafell in that voice. Need to make it more Lalafell.
Von Belsar claims to wield the power to smite primals.
Should we yield to him? He pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offers resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate.
Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices.
This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, and the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Nee.
Okay, I only want to get into town, and I think I don't need much for that. Oh, wait.
Thancred's plight troubled us all, and we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the Ultima weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders and tell them to make the right decision. Grim tidings. It seems that word of the Ultima weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare the people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be aware of this, must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Well, I'm very sorry, but no. I think... How do I get out of here? Toxies? Toxies. I do think that I can move freely now. Not quite sure where I need to go. But worst case, I can still just take the netherite. Freedom!
I just want to make sure that I'm not stuck in an instance in some way. That would be annoying. Maybe I should just talk to the leaders. Nah. I don't think we are in an instance. Actually, I think I can look. Where should I go to check? Let's go there. But yeah, I don't think I'm instance, so let's see who I'm going to raid. And I'm sitting straight.
No banana here. No banana.
Who am I going to raid now, though? Yep, there's other people, so it's fine. I'm going to raid out. But who? Oh. Okay, that viewer number is usually higher than I want it to, but topic is pretty interesting and the person is too, so let's do that. I'm going to raid Real the Professor. Haven't raided him for a while now. Akia is online, wait. Wait, he is? Okay, I'm sorry, Real, but if Akia is online... Akia is one of our community, basically. And someone that loves Final Fantasy, so... Obviously I have to write them then. Him. Wasn't in my list for some reason. Right. Akia, there it. Thank you very much for letting me know, Frezzles, before I rated someone else. Would have rated us into game development and programming. Well, thank you very much for being with me here today. I had a lot of fun. I just love Final Fantasy. I'm going to keep leveling the crafting jobs, but not any of the fighting jobs. Crafting and off the land jobs, hand and land. And I can't wait for next week. Maybe I can manage to set a little bit more more time to the side, so we can get through a bit more of the story, because we are still not even at level 50 with the story. I am so slow. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's only like 3 hours, but still enjoyed it. Thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. I hope you had some Frogstroke because Wednesday. And I hope that you were able to get more energy for the rest of the week to survive it. You can do it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week with lots of love, kindness, and respect. And that I will see you on Friday for Foxhole. Most likely Foxhole. Unless Sally just gets me into another RTS. They are fun though. Stay awesome, guys, and see you next time. Bye.